Hello, my name is author Kharisma. I represent charismatic writers on Facebook, and I wanted to begin a series called Author Charisma Tidbits, How to Self-Publish Your Book or Novel, poetry books, all types of books. I wanted to start out by first saying that I am a self-published author. I have 5 books that are self-published, and they're all based on the theme of love. The first two, A Taste of Bittersweet Fruit and Venomous, are a sequel, part one, part two combination. And Love Thyself is the third book, which is a book about self-esteem for women, and I have a teen version of that. And then finally, the last is the Dating Pool blog book, which is a blog book composed of a collection of blogs on Facebook. So look that up, the Dating Pool blog. Um, so let's start. One of the things that I wanted to highlight in this video is how to get started with the publishing process. It can be quite daunting for some and intimidating. Some people may feel that it's just too time consuming, it takes too much time, too much effort, and it's just too much hard work. And I won't lie to you, it is hard work. It is time consuming. It can involve a lot of money, but you can do it as a self-published author. You can do it at your own pace. You don't have to worry about, well, I have to get this project out at a certain time. Even though it's very important to give yourself timelines, what you would like to do for your project, you need to say, December 2012, I want to be completed with this project. And you may get done with it in November. You may not be done with it until February of 2013. So as long as you aim for that goal and you get somewhere close to what you want to achieve, that's the most important thing. Give yourself a goal and give yourself objectives, guidelines on how you're going to meet that goal of completing your project. So just to give you a little background on how I got started on my first novel, A Taste of Bittersweet Fruit. As a writer, I've been writing all my life, but I always wrote short pieces of work, poems, short stories, plays, things that only took a short amount of time. It never really reached fruition or completion. But in 2001, I began to write a story about a couple that were in love, that wanted to plan a family, wanted to get married, and a bitter ex-girlfriend comes into the mix and causes a lot of confusion and drama. The way that I got the concept and the reason why I was inspired to write it is I was newly out of a relationship myself, and I wanted to create a story where the couple really fights for their love, where they go through all kinds of trials and tribulations and they still are able to keep it together. And then the story continued in Venomous, which showed how the main character Kyla was able to keep it together and progress, even though she was no longer had that support system that she once had in the first novel. So that's, about the first two and how I got inspired to write. You may have your own inspiration, your own things that inspire you to write, and also motivate you to complete the project. So this is the first of many videos I'm going to do, encouraging writers to become authors of poetry books, of novels, plays, whatever your project is. I want you to be empowered to complete the project. And I really do encourage people to self-publish, as opposed to dealing with vanity presses or the traditional publishing process. As you know, becoming a published author under a major book label is not the easiest thing to do. So it gives you a lot of autonomy, a lot of freedom to be able to produce your own work. And we'll talk more about that in the next video. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave them for me, and I will get back with you as soon as possible. Thank you for joining me, and goodbye.